It's not all these selfish people out there. It's not all these people filled with that me attitude. It's human beings. That's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be human beings. Now, if you look what happened in Virginia, I mean, there's a lot of, it's a very deep problem, but it's a problem that we need to think about as a society, about where this whole thing is going, where this project is going. Internet and violence that's so graphic, that if you have any sanity at all, you have to feel sick in the fact that it's out there. All this graphic violence, video games, all these things. I mean, even the kid is imitating a film that he saw. That's what it, But if you look, what happened to him? That's what I'm interested in. What happened to him? I mean, how did that get created? Humiliated, laughed at because he's Korean, made fun of by his, go back to China. People don't even know the difference between a Korean and a Chinese person. They have very distinct look, and they know each other. If a Korean sees another Korean, they know each other. Chinese know each other. It's like Africans. People think blacks all look alike. When I was in Africa, I had to learn all the different Yoruba, Hausa, Mandinka, Fulan. They all look different. And I learned to see. I meet people on the street that are from Africa. I'll say, "Oh, where are you from? Nigeria? How'd you know?" I say, "You're Yoruba? How'd you know?" They can't even believe an American would even know that there's different kind of black people in the world. But you have to treat people with dignity. That's what happened. This man was humiliated since he was a little kid in grade school. And that's what happens, all this bullying. And the Quran prohibits that. It's one of the worst things that you can do is sukhriya, is making fun of people, mocking people, humiliating people. The same thing happened in Columbine. You study those two boys that did that in Columbine. The same thing. They were mocked by the jocks of the school, spit on, called faggots. What kind of culture is that? What do we teach our children in the houses? There's so much abuse out there. If you want to know why people are in the states they're in, look at the way they're being raised. Look at the way they're being spoken to. Just human respect, human dignity, treating people like human beings, welcoming people. This is what humans are supposed to be doing. That's what humanity is about. That's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. تعاونوا على البر والتقوى ولا تعاونوا على الإثم والعدوان. Work with each other in righteous things. Don't work with each other in harmful things. Allah says, لا يسخر قوم من قوم. Don't let one people mock another people. And قوم here is nakira. It's an indefinite substantive. Whenever you have a negative before that, it means anybody. It's للعموم, like the usuliyun say. It means anybody. No people should mock another people. Arabs shouldn't mock Americans. Americans shouldn't mock Arabs. People should not mock each other. Because when you mock people, they get angry. Because you're humiliating them. You're making them feel insignificant. You're making them feel like rich people that mock poor people. That was a lot of his diatribe. Was about rich people, their insensitivity. And that happens. We're in a culture where we don't even know there's a whole other culture living alongside this culture that doesn't have anything. Really. People that don't have anything. They live with rats and cockroaches. In this culture, we've got New Orleans right now. Down there, nothing's been done. We're trying to rebuild Iraq. And a whole city was wiped off the map, and still there's people that can't go back to their homes. What's happened? And these are questions we have to ask as a culture, as a country. And these are really, really troubling things that people should be deeply troubled by. These things just come and go, and then it's just a media flash, and everybody gets excited, and then it's over until the next one happens. People don't think about what's going on. What are we teaching our children? There's a book by Dave Grossman, he's a lieutenant colonel, taught the psychology of killing. It's called Stop Teaching Our Children to Kill. It's been proven by social sciences that there is a small number of people out there that are going to become violent from all of these violent games that they watch. Yeah, it's small, it doesn't happen to everybody, but if it happens to a small number, that's the whole purpose of Islam. You prohibit things to protect that minority that's going to be endangered by those things, like alcohol. A lot of people that have their glass of wine every night, the doctor said, no, it's good for your heart. Forget about your liver and your kidneys, but it's good for your heart. But what happens? Right? There's a whole other group of people, they start drinking that stuff, it destroys their marriages, it destroys their life. It's just like internet pornography. In this book I'm reading, there's so many marriages that have been destroyed. People that get addicted to that don't even want to have an intimate relationship with a real human being. They're just in cyber world. Kind of culture. People have to ask themselves those questions. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Good.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidina wa Habibina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam taslima. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yaqul ya ayyuha alladhina amanu taqullaha haqqa tuqatihi wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام يا أيها الذين آمنوا واتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. إن الله سبحانه وتعالى يقول في القرآن وفروا إلى الله. الفرار إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى هو الخوف منه سبحانه وتعالى، وهو أن يتمسك الإنسان بما أمره الله سبحانه وتعالى من أحكامه ومن شرائعه من دينه ومن سنة نبيه صلى الله عليه وسلم. وهذا الفرار كذلك يدل على السفر، فالله سبحانه وتعالى أمر الإنسان أن يسافر إليه، وهذا السفر هو السفر معنوي. الله سبحانه وتعالى كذلك أمرنا بالزاد لهذا السفر فقال وتزودوا فإن خير الزاد التقوى. التقوى هو خير الزاد في هذه الرحلة. والله سبحانه وتعالى كذلك أمر الإنسان وقال له وجاهدوا في الله حق جهاده. فبعدما تعرف الهدف أو المقصد من الحياة وهو الفرار إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى، ثم تتزود لهذا السفر، وبعد ذلك لابد من المجاهدة في الطريق مع الدابة، والدابة هي نفسك التي بين جنبيك، هذه الدابة التي تواصل الإنسان إلى ربه. فالله سبحانه وتعالى أمر بذلك، فالذي فعل ذلك الله سبحانه وتعالى وعده الجنة. والنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال في حديث يرويه أبو هريرة رضي الله عنه يقول قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله يرضى لكم ثلاثا ويكره لكم ثلاثة، فيرضى أن تعبدوه ولا تشركوا به شيئا وأن تعتصموا بحبل الله ولا تفرقوا، ويكره لكم قيل وقال وكثرة السؤال وإضاعة المال. فأوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله سبحانه وتعالى في السر والعلانية، وادعوه إن الله سبحانه وتعالى يستجيب الداعي إذا دعاه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. إن الله سبحانه وتعالى أمر عباده وبدأ به بنفسه وثنى به بملائكته حيث قال يا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معاصيك، ومن طاعتك ما تبلغ به جنتك، ومن اليقين ما تهون به مصائب الدنيا، ومتعنا بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقوتنا أبدا ما أحييتنا، واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا على من عادانا، ولا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا، ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا ولا غاية رغبتنا ولا إلى النار مصيرنا. اللهم بارك في هذا المسجد وفي الحاضرين والغائبين. اللهم من مات عندنا في هذا اليوم فاغفره وارحمه وتب عليه يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم سلمنا إلى أهالينا سالمين غانمين يا أرحم الراحمين، وجعلنا من الفائزين يوم الدين يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أيقظنا من الغفلة ومن الاحتقار ومن الافتخار ومن كل صفة تبعدنا عنك يا أرحم الراحمين. وطهر قلوبنا وألسنتنا، اللهم وحد صفوفنا وألف بين قلوبنا، أنت أرحم الراحمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. واذكروا الله يذكركم واشكروه ولا تكفرون وأقيموا الصلاة لذكري.
Celebrating our past, examining our present, providing guidance for our future. Seasons is the semi-annual journal of Zaytuna Institute, featuring articles by respected scholars. Order your copy today.